my bed like, nah. So I called him. I called his phone. I said, hey look, he was like, I'm like, what's up? Talk to me. Like, what you doing tomorrow? He's like, I'm gonna be at the crib. I said, I'm gonna come get you. You with me for the weekend. Came and got him. I learned, we conversed. I learned a lot more about the situation. Got me more compassion. I feel more for him. Took him shopping. Took him shoe shopping, clothes shopping. Took him hygiene shopping. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Just got him right all together. And then what made me really never had his daddy in his life, Haitian. He been here 4 years. Only got his mom, and his mom got 2 little kids that been born. He been here 4 years, and his mom got 2 kids that's been born in the United States.
Okay.
And so he really getting the last of the stick.
Yes, sir.
So he out here was robbing and doing all this stuff to help bring provision to his house. So I'm like, I got him to my house. He seen me season the meat, cook it, make me and him a turkey burger, some fries, and I sat at the table and we eating it. That boy looked at me, he said, I can ask you a question. I said, go ahead. He said, you mind if I call you dad? Big bro, when I say that shit broke me down, I cried in his face. Just to think a 15-year-old asking me, do I mind him calling me dad? Well, my son would have been the same age, same height, same everything. So I'm like, God, I took him to my son's grave. I say, touch it. And as I'm standing on my son's grave, he trying to talk to me. I told him, hold on, be quiet. And I'm like this, and I lift my head up, my eyes closed. I say, my son just told me you need me. And on the flip side of that, little bro, my son said, I need you too. And I wasn't even lying to him. This was something, my spirit. Every time I go to my dad, I visit the grave, I close my eyes, and I be hearing something. I don't know if God blessed me with something extra, but I really hear communication, the voice. So I say, my son said, you need me, and I need you. He looked me dead in my eyes. I say, what you gonna do? He said, I'm here. I said, you a Carter now, right? I said, I'm gonna treat you just like. We have fun, I take you shopping, but when it's discipline, you get that ass discipline, boy. Don't think it's all just fun and spending money. And I'm going on his emergency contact card. Me and my wife. Guess what? His mama, his biological mother not going on his card. Me and my wife. We showing up to the school. We gonna make sure you graduate. We gonna make sure you get in your right grade. And we gonna see about you. Like I thank God for him raising up at my wife that day.
Yes, sir. Me too.
Now that I can identify what's going on, now we just got to move accordingly. Had he never did that, I wouldn't got him. And in the weekend, he was with me. He asked his phone on speaker. Hello? Boy, Trey, you ain't been posting the cars. You ain't stealing cars no more. We need a car for the night. We trying to go on one. He like, man, I'm trying to change my life. And hung up. And before I told you that, I should have told you when I first sitting on my back porch, I said, what's gangster to you? He said, being loyal to the guys. His answer to me, a 15-year-old kid, being loyal to the guys. I said, you ain't say be loyal to your mother, be loyal to yourself. You say be loyal to the guys. When those same guys not gonna visit you in jail, not gonna send you no commissary. The week of your funeral, they'll talk about it and take pictures. For example, when the last time you heard about Fulio? They just fried Fulio. He was the headline for 3 days. They ain't talking about him no more.
Oh.
A main rapper.
Yeah.
They just killed him and smoked him. He was the top news.
Yeah.
The day nobody talking about.
Yeah, that's going on to the
And
next.
this was a famous rapper with money, you just not a nobody.
Yeah.
However, you just a kid growing, don't got near what Fulio had, the clout, the finances, the nothing. And look about how he was forgot less than 4 days. What you think gonna happen to you?
Yes, sir.
And the weekend that I got him to my house, the first weekend is the weekend I felt like he could have lost his life. They called him to break a car. Then another kid called with 2 big guns. Well, what's up? What we doing tonight? He pointed the phone at me. He like, look, Carter. I'm like, man, hang that up. Tell him. He was like, bro, I ain't on that no more. Don't call my phone no more. And the dude on the other line, he was like, boy, you lame now? You acting ass. He said, that's what it is. Tight shit, and hung the phone up. And guess what I say?
What?
That's gangster. And you talking about being loyal to the guys, but no, that's gangster. And look, see how you ain't loyal to the guys without breaking in the car and ride with guns? Look, he's saying you lame, you ass. But that's what's gangster to you, being loyal to the guys. But look how the guys will do you when you don't want to induct yourself and conduct in the foolishness. You a mob. You flaw. You a ass. You green.
So you know what, Blaze? I'm glad you had shared the fact that when you go to your your son or your father grave, you close your eyes because God gave you ears that could hear, right?
Yes, sir. And I encourage everybody, when you go to a loved one graveyard, do the same thing, but take off your shoes and your socks. Let your feet feel the grass. Because my big homie, Bubba, he ain't seen no grass or lean on a tree in 25 years, since 1999. I talked to this man on the phone. He said, look, bro, do me a favor. Go lean on the tree. Go let your feet touch the grass. Get out your emotions. Emotions leave you motionless.
Yes, sir.
R.I.P. Mr. Willie May, his mom passed away. And the first time I talked to him, he was like, what the regular ass Dolphins gonna do? What the regular? I say, how you feeling? He said, I'm good, big bro. I say, how you feeling? I said it again. I said, how you feeling? I say, your mom. He said, I'm good. She all right. That had to happen, big bro. That's that's a part of life.
Yeah.
But what's up with them regular ass Dolphins? Right back to it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because he understands.
Right back to it. So I'm like, whoa. I really learned firsthand from that again. Emotionally, you motionless.
So let me say this before I lose my train of thought. Brother, you have, in fact, saved a life. And because you was obedient to a voice that sounded like King Carter, and now King Carter's voice is God's voice.
Yes, sir.
King Carter transmit God's voice to you, because when they say King Carter, you're going to perk up.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And so what God has showed you, had you not grabbed him, had he not bowled up at your wife, God showed you what exactly was going to happen to him that weekend.
Yes, sir.
All the way through.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you got the rental. That's the beginning of it.
Yes, sir.
Going to get the car, going to get the rental.
Next few hours, the gun.
And then after you get the rental, then go get the gun. And then after you go get the guns, then they end up right where you got that message at, in the graveyard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so you like the Grim Reaper killer.
Yes, sir.
You standing in that graveyard like graveyard, you can't have him.
Yeah, I've been told people I will go negative for the positive any day. Any day. If anybody ever see, I protect the legacy of my son, because if I go out there and do something, big bro, they ain't gonna say Santonio Carter. They gonna say the father of King Carter just did X, Y, and Z.
Yes.
So I protect my legacy. However, if you ever see me out somewhere and you feel like I'm out of character, it's for the positive.
Oh, yeah.
I'm negative for the positive.
Yeah.
A kid getting tried, they trying to get over on the elderly or anybody.
Yeah.
And I ain't with that.
Yeah.
And I ain't with that.
Well, I've been hearing your name.
Yes, sir.
But when I was able to zero in on you, when it was at that candlelight visual.
Oh, yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And that's what you explained to me, that you if you have to go negative to get something positive, because you were like, I'm tired of y'all. I'm out here saving their life.
Yeah, because they won't understand me slapping the shit out of a pastor. Because this pastor swindling in the neighborhood and the congregation, baffling their heart, tickling their ear, and throwing out that collection plate for a financial gain. But when sister so-and-so need this, about to get evicted, or a light's about to get took off, they tell her just to pray for her.
Yeah.
But you want that 10% every time she on your pew.
Might be 20%.
Say that, bro.
Someone,
And it's not all pastors, but a lot. For the majority,
right,
they financially gain.
Right.
And they will catch themselves holding their face for me slapping the hell out of them.
Yeah.
And I promise to God on that.
Hey, man, one thing I want somebody to do is just keep it real with me.
Yes, sir.
So if I get in a situation where my face need to be slapped, it need to be slapped.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And then I'm going to respect it after that.
Yes, sir. My daddy died, and my grandma been a mother of a church, and my grandma went to make the arrangements. They were like, oh, if Vincent don't have the money, he can't come in here. If Vincent don't have the money, he can't come in. Like, we talking about a club.
Yeah.
Like, my daddy dead.
Yeah.
He can't go in his pocket and say, he go.
Yeah.
You say if Vincent can't have the money, he can't come in here.
Yeah.
As if he... On God, I was on my way to hurt the pastor in the church. My grandma had to cry and say, Tonio, don't come. I was going to hurt him in the church and sit there and deal with the police when they come. Promise to God. And then at my daddy's funeral, the first flower they read, oh, this flower is from missionary battle.
Yeah. And see and we gonna close on this, like, it's a couple, just a few of us, like, we don't play about our children, man.
Right.
And like, I have a grandson. He have all the Jordans. He have everything. You know, he's spoiled. He's entitled. And all this here.
And ain't nothing wrong with that.
And no, it's right with it. So guess what? I don't have to spend my time with him.
Yes.
You know, I go spend my time with them. See, them just that I be riding with. See, they not gonna come over where I work at, where the resources at, where they can get help at, because they ops over here.
Yes, sir.
And so I have to go to their house and spend time with
Meet
them.
them where they at.
You know, and so when they be riding in my car, they be riding in there like, you know, and so I didn't.
All that rubbernecking
yeah.
just for that we changing that narrative.
And so I let them be them, because, you know, I don't know how they live, and I
Right.
know how we live.
Say that.
You know, so I have to seek to understand him before I get him to understand me.
Yes, sir.
You know, and that's what love does. So, bro, give us some closing words on this segment here.
I mean, pray hard, move smart. For the kids who watching this podcast, find you a safe person. If the person not in your house, mother, father, uncle, auntie, or simply somebody you know, you could put your trust in, and they'll help you be the best you can be. For the parents, listen to the kids. Stop thinking because you was out here before. This is a new time of life. This is a new era, new AI, artificial intelligence. A lot of things going on. So y'all being blind, being deaf, and just being dumb, caught up in your ways because you're a young mother or a young grandmother or whatever have you. Listen to these kids. Stop putting yourself first. We got kids now, or the kids and the grandkids before us. We put ourselves last. Pray hard, move smart, and don't let your emotions leave you motionless. You got some people got to cuss somebody out while they texting. They got to stop walking to finish cussing them out in the text because their emotions got them stuck. That's what emotions do. Like I say, pray hard, honor God, praise God, and love on somebody. And do something gangster. And gangster don't require violence. Gangster is morals, code, respect, integrity, and love. Now do something gangster. I ain't say nothing about violence. Do something gangster. And I'm a gangster of God along with my brother, and we standing on big business. We'll go negative for the positive. Blaze Carter, Sunny Days 305.